your name?
My name is DeMarco Fleming.
Are you gay?
I'm bisexual.
Are you top or bottom?
I'm a top, dom top, aggressive top.
Can you describe what dumb top means?
Dom top which means I grab you by your back and neck, put your face down, up and out of you, and have you walk crazy for days.
Walk crazy for days.
Crazy for days, which means you'll be real sore and you'll be calling me on the phone. Daddy DeMarco, I need help. I'm sore. Give me some Tylenol.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm bringing you the slop, the whole slop, and nothing but the slop. Timestamps are down in the description box below, or if you're too lazy, as always, go directly to the comment section, look for the pinned comment from this hobo over here, and go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Go full Columbine. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Ignore that part. I'll edit that out. Probably not. So let's see what we have on the top for today. Wade Barrett and Nikki Bella are generation's Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant of social media, going back and forth in the battle of misunderstandings. Who came on top? How is this feud developing at the moment? We'll get there when we get there. Rob Van Dam, he's continuing on with his immature rage baiting. Kenny Omega goes after a dirt sheet page, and Ronda Rousey can't stop being Ronda Rousey. A fate surely worse than death. So with that being said, Nikki Bella, take it away and tell me why you're bitching today.
I would love to have a conversation with Wade Barrett, and he avoided me on Monday, which was shocking because he always comes up and says hi to me, and he tried to avoid making eye contact with me in the hallway. And I understand when you want to be a heel commentator and stuff, but then there's one thing of like, Michael Cole does this beautifully, and this is why Michael Cole is one of the greatest commentators. He knows how to take a life story and put it into what we do, because that is real. We don't go out there as robots or superheroes. We're actually professional athletes, and we go through real things, and we have to, put that a part of it. And honestly, that stuff really doesn't bother me because I get it. Like, I was watching the pre-show and I saw what Wade was saying about me, even the pre-show, and I was sitting there getting ready in the locker room. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, so it bothered you then. Why did you say it didn't fucking bother you when it clearly fucking bothered you? Because you're talking about it. Your voice is quivering right now towards the end of that excerpt. Like, why do they do stuff like this? It's not bothering me, guys, but I'm gonna make it a topic point regardless. Okay, I'm just Nikki Bella. I once went after John Cena's meat, and he didn't give me the meat, so I went after another guy's meat, and then eventually he gave me the meat, but then he wanted me to buy the meat. Like, dude, cringe. But look, we have to see what Wade Barrett said, because quite frankly, I don't know what he said for Nikki Bella to, I don't know what, basically imply that he buried her. Here, let's go. Let's see what Wade Barrett said that was so goddamn catastrophic that made Nikki Bella have to go on this fucking little tirade. I'm gonna look up, let me see. I'll pull it up on Grok. I'm too fucking lazy right now. Wade Barrett on the WWE Clash in Paris pre-show said the women's division has advanced far beyond Nikki Bella's Divas era, calling her desperate to prove she belongs today. During her match with Becky Lynch, he noted her lack of ring sharpness and praised Lynch as the GOAT. So he's being a heel? Is that why she's mad? I don't understand. Like, did she take offense to the fact that what is it? Like, that's the storytelling though. Like, from an in-ring perspective, which is what he's alluding to, the women's division has passed the Divas division that you were a part of back in the days by a million miles. That's just subjective. I don't know what you want to say about that. Calling her desperate to prove she belongs. Well, yeah. I mean, quote unquote, you're a Hall of Famer, a legend, right? You are in a new era that's about 10 to 15 years away from your old era that you belong to originally. Now you're with younger people. You have to keep up. That's what he means by desperate. He says it about guys who are older all the fucking time. What are you talking about? During her match with Becky Lynch, she noted her lack of ring sharpness. Did he say that because maybe you were moving slow? Were you moving? Was there a plotting effect going on with how you were performing? Like, did you botch? Like, Did he just say lack of ring sharpness just randomly? I highly doubt that. I have to go watch it for myself, but I highly doubt he just randomly said, oh, your lack of ring sharpness because you were looking really good in the fucking ring. That makes no sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna assume that, as always, when it comes to the women, she completely blew this out of proportion. And she was probably offended by the fact that Wade Barrett made note of the fact that she's fucking old. Is that all that it is? Really? I'm looking at everything. Everything kind of comes back to the fact that Nikki Bella is being treated like she's in her 40s. Oh, wait. That's right. You are in your 40s. Like, what is going on? But apparently Wade Barrett went out of his way to actually pamper Nikki Bella and her feels. Always gotta make sure Nikki Bella and all the women don't get in their feels. He actually ended up responding because Wrestle Talk went out of the way to click the expert. Which, by the way, that video that you seen, I had to find that through Reddit because they actually deleted the quote tweet. So maybe they recognize how fucking retarded they sound as well. I don't know. Hopefully. But, you know, Wade Barrett did respond. He said, and I quote, I had no idea Nicole felt this way, and I'm happy to have this conversation anytime she likes. I wish she brought it up when we said hello to each other at Raw rather than via her podcast. I don't understand the avoiding claim at all. Simply not true. Oh, so once again, Nikki Bella had to make up bullshit lies and excuses to cover up for the fact that you quote unquote buried her or made her look bad on commentary. So this is her plan. This was her story. This was her excuse. Let me just make up some bullshit scenario that never actually happened so I can kind of make it seem like Wade Barrett had it out for me, when in reality, I'm just really over emotional. And I had to say something in order to overcompensate for the fact that he buried me by calling me old. So really, just an absolute snake in the grass person. As always, when dealing with Nikki Bella, never ceases to amaze me that she gets so in her feelings that she would actually go out of her way to tarnish your reputation in order to make herself look good. I know, a tale as old as time, a tale as old as time. Women who are very vindictive, being wicked in their ways. Am I right? Or am I right? Oh boy, Nikki Bella, this is what you need to do, okay? Besides skibbiting yourself in Minecraft, what you need to do is get better at your craft. Knock off that ring rust, okay? Perfect what you're currently doing at the moment. That way, the guys in the booth can actually tell the story that you're trying to tell, not fumbling around with your dick trying to tell. And when you actually perfect that craft and get it over, and they actually tell your story in an appropriate way based off of how you yourself would like to construct it because you're actually good at what you're fucking doing, then maybe you don't have to run to your little podcast and, you know, completely bury your colleague by making him out as a monster who went out of his way to, you know, ignore you and go out there and go into business for himself to bury you completely. Can you do that next time? Please? Good job? All right, cool. Next topic.
Hey, look at you. You're built like a beanpole, boy. Don't act hard when you're not. You get put in your place real quick. What are you, like 17? Hell no. Man, sit in the front pack, boy.
RVD still going out of his way to get them rage clicks. Boyo, I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle. And I quote, so far, I got Matt Riddle's back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Again, if you fall for this, you're a complete dumb fuck. Oh wait, people actually fell for it because they're complete dumb fucks. This person says, oh, this is Wrestle Features? Oh, so we actually have blue check marks who are actually falling for this. What's going on with you? Another person says, you lost all credibility. Who else? What else? You are so edgy, Rob. Thanks for proving to us that you are nothing but a shameless, attention-seeking grifter. I will always respect your in-ring talent in the past, but as a modern-day human being, between this and your your take on Raja Jackson, you are embarrassing and desperate. I mean, look, here's the thing, bruh. You got to be an absolute ignoramus to not see what Rob Van Dam is doing. You have to be a bigger ignoramus to actually fall for it and then sit back and then call him out for falling for it. He's doing his job. Do I agree with what Rob Van Dam is necessarily doing? I don't disagree with like the behavior, but I do sort of kind of disagree with the take in itself as far as what he's doing. How can I put this? The behavior of rage baiting people and trolling people, I will always be okay with and I will always love because it's you people. It's just that the content that he's using, and even then, now I can't even say that because I really just don't give that much of a fuck, to be perfectly honest with you. Not to mention, like I said, free speech all day. I think Matt Riddle's an absolute dumb fuck, but like I don't really think he said anything that was super egregious. I mean, it was bad in the sense that, I mean, you're just going after people for no fucking reason who didn't deserve it. But I mean, like, this isn't a Roger Jackson situation. You know, when Rob Van Dam did it with Roger Jackson, that right there already kind of put into place in my brain that, you know, Rob Van Dam is just going to do whatever he can to get people to tune into his podcast. So now going forward, no matter what the situation happens to be, now I know off rip, okay, that's what Rob Van Dam is doing because he did that. You went into the Roger Jackson video and he didn't say a fucking thing, essentially, right? He just kind of rambled on and I don't know, like constantly went back on the defense with people who were calling him stupid until he just essentially conceded. So he doesn't believe or have any convictions in whatever he says when it comes to these posts. It's legitimately just trolling you. And with the Matt Riddle stuff, A, he's friends with Matt Riddle, so I don't really expect him to like diss his buddy. That's one thing. And B, it's like, again, what Matt Riddle said was fucking stupid, but it's, you know, not on par with what Roger said. And again, it's just Rob Van Dam trolling you and you're taking the bait like a dumb fuck. So whose fault is it really? Is it Mr. OVD? Or is it you, dumbass boy? Yeah, that's whose fault it is. You don't like it, just ignore his tweet and just keep it on fucking moving. But of course, just like Rob Van Dam when it comes to the rage baiting, which I disagree with, again, as far as the actual relaying subject, I guess, material. Again, no, I don't. I really don't. No, I really don't. I'm actually saying this in real time, and the more and more I'm saying this in real time, I actually really don't disagree with Rob Van Dam. Actually, I might rage bait some of you guys. I might rage bait even the people in this comment section. I'm gonna fucking do that, bro. I hate you all. But yeah, same people who are saying he's rage baiting are the same people who are, you know, commenting on his page in order to get likes. So, yeah, you all fucking suck if that's your logic. Yeah, I'm gonna rage bait you guys.
You want to talk about real racism? I'll be honest, black people are the most racist people, bro.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Kenny Omega is pissed off at the dirt sheets. Why? I don't fucking know. Help me out here for a second. He says, and I quote, time off, specialized hospital visits, and work that had been planned for a year. But sure, let's bait the trolls. I'm just trying to improve what I can and represent the company in a positive way while not performing. Don't be misleading with headlines, please and thank you. Now, you're probably asking yourself right now, what the fuck is going on? Who went after poor Kenny Omega? What was said to Kenny Omega to have him go off like this? Well, apparently, Fightful Select, and I'll link their article, just to be fair, ended up putting out this little thing, article. It was written by some guy named Jeremy Lambert or whatever, pretty much talking about Kenny Omega taking time off, and pretty much the same shit that I was talking about during the AEW review that I was going over, when I was saying that Kenny Omega had lingering injuries or whatever, and that he was gonna, you know, take time off in order to like heal his injuries or whatever. Well, when Kenny Omega actually gave the quote to Fightful, he said specialized hospital visits and work that had been planned for a year, effectively writing him off of TV, right? That's what it was. That was the whole point of the fucking spot with Kyle Fletcher. Well, apparently wrestle purists went out of their way and they said Kenny Omega is missing AEW All Out and had time off planned. That's the tweet that Kenny Omega replied to. These wrestlers are like, I swear to God, man, it's like we live in a world where it's like you have wrestlers who are just so fucking sensitive. Like, I can't explain to you. Like, first Nikki Bella, now Kenny Omega. Like, what did they say that was so bad? I don't even understand. Is it the fact that they said time off? Well, that's what you're highlighting right now, but that's what you're doing. They wrote you off of television for a reason. And then like I look at some of the quotes and the way, because I was trying to interpret this in my own little noodle brain, like asking myself, like, what did they say that was so goddamn bad? But you know, you have these people and they're just like, oh, they insinuated that he was going to go on vacation, but that's not what they said. Like this is such an open interpretation, open interpreted statement that like, and it's not even open interpreted. They just said he's taking time off again. This is such a nothing burger, but people are actually crashing out over this. Like you see some of the comments who are actually saying go after Fightful, fuck wrestle purists. They didn't say any. And look, I fucking hate Sean Ross Sapp. I think he's a dickhead, but like he didn't say anything wrong. And wrestle purists reposting this, they didn't say anything wrong. Kenny Omega just kind of like flew off the handle and just, I don't know, interpret it however way he liked to interpret it, and you guys just stand for him because he happens to be a wrestler. This is so stupid. You're all stupid, and Kenny Omega's a pussy. Continuing on. And finally, apparently Ronda Rousey just doesn't understand what wrestling is. She can't fathom what it is, right? She has this whole thing wrapped inside her mind where she thinks that being an actor actually means that you're legitimately that person. Check it out. I missed this little excerpt from the Laps Femme podcast that she was on yesterday, or interview or whatever. And I quote, "It was proposed that I tap out to Becky Lynch's armbar at Survivor Series. And I said, my mother would disown me. Anytime anyone's actually ever armbarred me in real life, I just let them dislocate it and I limp my arm. Oh, you're such a badass, Ronda. Oh, he's such a badass, Ronda Rousey. Oh, I just let them dislocate it and I limp my arm out. That's why my ligaments are all fucked up in this arm. So I'm not gonna do it. Anytime anyone ever choked me out in competition, I just went out. And I don't tap. I don't tap, motherfucker. That's how it is. Guys, stand back. Stand the fuck back. The energy radiating from this badass right here, or you're gonna get cancer. You're gonna get cancer, not just from her words and her behavior, but just stand back, guys. This is a badass here. Caution, badass. Dude, I can't stress this enough. I hate saying this about wrestlers. I said this yesterday, but it makes me feel like I'm overstepping my boundaries when I say stuff like this. But seriously, what else do you say? What do you say to she's such an unmitigated fucking mark, dude. Like, holy shit. It's fake. It's scripted. You are an actor. It's not real, Ronda. It's not real. Now I get it. If the whole thing was supposed to play out like, for an example, you don't want Ronda Rousey looking bad because of her aura as an MMA fighter, then sure, I can get that. But the way she says it, you're never gonna have her choke me out. You're never gonna have her do this to me. No sirree, Bob. I just need you to know that my arm got dislocated out. And yeah, you just can't. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm just not gonna, we're not gonna follow the script, Rebecca. Like, what are you talking about? Like I said, from a creative standpoint, I agree. I actually don't disagree with what she said. I just disagree with how she said it. And essentially, again, more of this markdom mentality of just, like, you're not above the business, Ronda. You're an outsider who was invited in, welcomed. Like, you don't think there are a lot of people backstage who aren't legitimate badasses who are put into predicaments where if it means to carry on the story or if it means to actually put over their fellow wrestler, that it's just going to be something that you're going to have to do? Kurt Angle is a former Olympian, like yourself, actually. You think Kurt Angle went into this and actually believed that any of the wrestlers can kick his ass when he was in his prime? Obviously not. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He'll fucking destroy you. But you know what he did? He put down his guard. He took his ego and threw it away in the fucking trash can. He knew what his job entitled him to do. And he made himself a credible legend. If you maybe took a page out of Kurt Angle's book and took this shit a little bit more seriously and stopped acting like a fucking mark and pretending that your shit didn't smell, then maybe, just maybe, I can't... Again, who brought her into the business, bro? Who thought it was a good idea to take her past WrestleMania 34 is beyond me. It's wild hearing her talk every goddamn time and insinuating that whatever she does has to be credible because she's Ronda Rousey and she's such a gangster bitch badass. Remember that? Like, dude, get the fuck over yourself. Like I said, that attitude is the main reason why you failed miserably in WWE. That attitude is the exact reason why no one paid money to want to see you past a certain point, past the fact of your actual popularity. You could have transitioned very nicely into professional wrestling, but your attitude, man, that's what's holding you back the whole time. Not even just your skill level, your promo level, all that stuff. You actually think you know more than everybody because you happen to be in Hollywood. You actually believe that you can go toe-to-toe with any superstar in the ring because you're Ronda Rousey, and therefore the credibility of what you built up in MMA means that should translate to whoever you are in the wrestling ring. I can't be seen as looking bad. That's the same mentality as the WCW workers who ended up working for WCW after WWE, and look what happened to WCW when it was all said and done. Workers with that mentality, you'll never get over in the business. If you can't humble yourself to look bad, to get any kind of empathy or sympathy, you're already lost in the sauce of your own bullshit, and you were screwed from the fucking very beginning. She says she doesn't want to come back. Again, don't let her come back. Don't invite her back. She's not welcome back. She doesn't respect professional wrestling. She doesn't respect any of the wrestlers. And by virtue, she doesn't respect you as a fan. If this is how she wants to carry herself and conduct herself, let her wallow in her own misery. When she gets older and she recognizes this kind of attitude, to believe that you can be so conceited that no one can be above you when you're that fucking narcissistic, that shit tends to bleed into your personal life. And I can only hope that the people that is surrounded by Ronda Rousey and their vain, conceited attitude, this obnoxious fucking ego of hers, if they can really put up with her and really put to the wayside all the dumb shit that she says and all the dumb shit that she does, then more power to them. But I can tell you, everybody else outside of your immediate family and friends, they're not gonna put up with your fucking diva attitude, dude. You're a diva who happens to be a badass, strong, independent black woman. Fucking loser, dude. Oh my god. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to how you felt about the topics. How do you feel about Ronda Rousey acting like a mark? How do you feel about Kenny Omega taking something completely out of context and making it seem a hell of a lot worse than what it really is? How do you feel about being rage baited by RVD? And what's your thoughts on this current war, the war to settle the score between Wade Barrett and Nikki Bella? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, my name is Millennial Smart, and I'll be catching you guys later. Adieu, who says, and eyes.